Hey everyone, it's once again time for our Lunar Recap, a monthly series where we go over all of the changes surrounding Lunar Client over the past month. This month's recap features one of our biggest updates to our Skyblock Mod yet, as well as some other spooky updates for this month. So before we cover all of that and more, let's jump right into some of our changes to the launcher. Last month, we announced that you can finally launch nearly any vanilla version of the game straight through Lunar Client, with support for both Fabric and Forge mods. So this month, we've added onto that, allowing you to see your friends' activity through the launcher if they're playing on a vanilla version. Not only that, but we've also made improvements to the launch process with Forge when playing on these versions. This means that you should see faster load times when playing with your favorite mods. On top of this change, we've also added 3 new languages that are fully supported in-game and inside of the launcher. These languages being Bulgarian, Hebrew, and Maltese. Like we mentioned in our last recap, if you'd be interested in working with Lunar Client to make it more accessible for everyone, just join the Discord using the link on screen to get started on our translation project. And staying on the topic of accessibility as we move into our game updates for this month, we've just released 5 new servers for our Hosted Worlds feature. So if you're near the Denver, Atlanta, Los Angeles, Palo Alto, or Miami areas, you should notice much lower latency when playing on a hosted world. We've also just released our mission control menu. This menu can be toggled inside of your launcher settings and will give you a multitude of information about your game, such as console logs, game session information, and account details. Not only that, but with its search feature, you can easily find chat messages that you may have missed or upload your logs to our internal team for review, just in case you happen to stumble across any bugs or issues while playing. As well as this, we've also added support for versions 1.21.2 and 1.21.3 on the same days that they were released for vanilla Minecraft. This means that all the features and changes from these versions are immediately available for you to launch with and play with your friends. Now, before we head into our massive changes to our Skyblock mod, we've just made an update to our Modpack importing. Now, when installing a Modpack through the supported .mrpack file extension, it will automatically be linked to the Modpack project that it's tied to. This means that you'll easily be able to change the version of the Modpack you're using and easily update it through a launcher, just like you can with our featured Modpacks. And now finally, for our Skyblock players, we've just added a ton of features to our mod that can help you improve your gameplay significantly, such as updates to M7 dragons, mining, dungeons, and much more. So we might as well quickly showcase some of our favorite features from this update right here. Starting off with M7 dragons, you'll now be able to see the health of the dragons inside of your HUD, as well as the time until a new dragon spawns. On top of this, you'll now be able to get alerts that pop up whenever a new dragon is close to spawning or is ready to be killed. Moving on to mining, this update contains a ton of features which we showcased at the end of our last recap. Firstly, you'll now be able to toggle a path, which helps you find out exactly where you need to go while doing glaciite tunnel commissions. On top of this, you're also able to highlight completed commissions inside of the commissions menu. Or if you're inside of the crystal hollows, our wishing compass helper will create a temporary waypoint on screen with an estimate to where it's guiding you. This feature is especially useful if tied with our brand new map for the crystal hollows, which shows you all the sections inside of the area. On top of this, we made the mines of Divin much easier to explore by providing you an estimate and highlight when using our metal detector solver. This feature can save you a ton of time and make it so you don't have to aimlessly run around the mines. Then with our powder tracking HUD, you'll have a customizable display on screen showing you all 3 types of powder, as well as your hourly gain and your session gain. And then finally, for our mining changes, we've added an option to display your Heart of the Mountain node levels as a stack size, which can quickly tell you your levels inside of the Heart of the Mountain menu. Moving along, we've just added a feature tied with our waypoints mod, which will allow you to create custom waypoints for any specific island in the game. This means that your waypoints for one island can be completely different to another, making finding certain areas of the game much easier. And if you want to share your Skyblock waypoints with your friends, we've made it much simpler. Inside of the waypoints menu, you'll now see an import and export button, which allows you to seamlessly send your friends your waypoints or use some waypoints sent by them. On top of this, we've also added support to turn any widget inside of your tab list into a HUD element. This means that you can customize and move around any stat or display from your tab list and truly customize your experience however you'd like. This allows for even more customizability, such as some stats that we've never had as HUD features before, such as many of the bestiary stats. And then for dungeons, we've just added a feature which allows you to estimate where every mob will spawn inside of the blood room, making clearing it out much easier. As well as that, we've also fixed an issue where some secret waypoints wouldn't properly appear after doing multiple dungeon runs. And then finally, for our Skyblock mod, we've just added a fully custom menu for command shortcuts inside of the game. These commands can be assigned to keybinds or favorited inside of the menu, allowing easy access to some of your most used commands. But that's just some of our favorite features from this update, so if you'd like to see everything that we've added, just head over to our changelogs by following the link on screen, or head in game to try out these features yourself. And now finally, to wrap up our recap, we just have to show off our brand new Halloween collection. This collection features 20 brand new cloaks, 13 pets, 11 new suits, and 4 of our brand new cosmetic type, auras. Auras auras are a new way to customize your player, allowing you to have some sweet particle-like models float around and follow you in game. So, with the release of auras, we're going to be giving away some of our brand new Halloween-inspired ones to some lucky players who join our Discord and enter the giveaway instead of the giveaways channel. Anyways, that about wraps up everything that we have to show off over the past month on Lunar Client. Thank you all for staying up to date with Lunar Client, and we'll see you next month with some even bigger updates.